instead of always trying to find me.
Senate will please come to order. The chair recognizes the senator from Chittenden Southeast, Senator Lyons.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the chair appoint a committee of 2 senators to wait upon the Lieutenant Governor-elect, the Honorable John S. Rogers, and escort him here to the bar of the Senate so that he can receive the oath of office.
Thank you, Senator. The senator from Chittenden Southeast has moved that the chair appoint a committee of 2 senators to wait upon the Lieutenant Governor-elect, the Honorable John S. Rogers, and escort him to the bar of the Senate so that he may receive the oath of office. Are you ready for that question? If so, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed signify by saying nay. The ayes have it, and the motion has carried. The chair appoints as members of the committee Senator Ram Hinsdale and Senator Beck. Will the committee please assemble and perform the duties assigned to it? The oath of office will now be administered to the Lieutenant Governor-elect, John S. Rogers, by the Senate Secretary.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, John S. Rogers,
I, John S. Rogers,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will be true and faithful
that I will be true and faithful
to the state of Vermont,
to the state of Vermont,
and that I will not,
directly or indirectly,
do any act or thing
do any act or thing
injurious to the Constitution
injurious to the Constitution
or government thereof.
or government thereof.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the office of Lieutenant Governor
the office of Lieutenant Governor
for the state of Vermont,
for the state of Vermont,
and will therein do
do
equal right and justice
equal right and justice
to all
to all people,
people, to the best of my judgment and ability,
to the best of my judgment and ability,
according to law.
according to law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the State of Vermont
the Constitution of the state of Vermont
and the Constitution of the United States.
and the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. John, could you please hand me my speech? First, I would like to recognize and thank the 2 main women in my life, my lovely wife over here, Brenda, and my mom, Marie, sitting beside her. I still can't believe my wife said yes, and I know you're all thinking that probably when I proposed to her, and I can't believe that either. But I also can't believe she said yes when I said I would like to run for a statewide office. Thank you all for coming out on my special day. I've had a lot of people recently asking me, what exactly does a lieutenant governor do? I've been telling them I'll let them know as soon as I figure it out. For anyone who didn't recognize it, that was humor. And I think that humor is very important. I like to laugh. I like to make people laugh. I think laughter is some of the very best medicine. We have a lot of serious issues to deal with and hard choices to make. But that doesn't mean we can't laugh a little and have some fun while we do it. I start this morning by paying my respects to President Jimmy Carter, a man who, like me, grew up on a farm and worked very hard to climb the political ladder. President Carter famously once said in a speech to the American people, "I will never tell a lie. I'll never make a misleading statement. I'll never betray the confidence that any of you had in me, and I will never avoid a controversial issue." Like President Carter, I value honesty. I give Vermonters my word that I will always be honest, I will not lie, and I will never avoid the controversial issues. I hope that I can count on the same from every legislator and every person that works in Vermont state and local government. President Carter was also great with working with everyone, no matter their party affiliation. Even after his death, his congenial spirit showed through as he planned his own funeral as a bipartisan event with speakers from both parties. I hope that my election has shown everyone that most Vermonters are bipartisan and moderate. I was not elected by Republicans. I was not elected by Democrats. I was elected by Vermonters. I'm the first challenger to beat an incumbent lieutenant governor since 1815. If 209 years of history is any measure, I believe that my election proves that Vermonters from both parties want all of us to work together. We need to hush the noise from the left and the right and govern from the middle for the benefit of all Vermonters. To do what needs to be done, we will need to have courage. We will be facing many hard decisions. There will be many painful choices that some people will not like. But the hard reality is Vermonters can no longer afford the system that the legislature has built. When we look at income potential compared to the cost of living in Vermont, it is not an affordable place to live. There are three disturbing things that I heard over and over on the campaign trail last summer and fall. The first is that many people nearing retirement are planning to move out of the state when they retire because it's not affordable to live here. Many people from all over the state told me they no longer go to Burlington because they consider it unsafe. Our beautiful little city that used to be one of the safest in the country has now a bad reputation, and I feel terrible for all the wonderful businesses that are in that city that are suffering from it. The third and most disturbing thing I heard is folks in their prime working age years with kids in school who told me when their kids were out of school, they were planning on leaving the state. This is the very demographic that we need more of. And beyond keeping these workers in the state, we need to encourage some of their children to stay here in the state. As you know, I was a Democrat for many years, and now I'm a Republican. That said, I'm always a Vermonter first. I was not elected by a party. I was elected by Vermonters, and I'm here to do my very best to serve all Vermonters. My office will operate in a nonpartisan fashion where all are welcome. It is the bridge I promised Vermonters during my campaign, and it is the bridge whose foundation I will continue to reinforce. I look forward to getting to know all of you better. It is important that we all know each other as people and not just a member of a party. With courage, honesty, and hard work, in freedom and unity, I am confident that we can improve the lives of all Vermonters. Let's get to work. The whole thing, eh? President's appointments. The chair wishes to announce the appointment of Elizabeth Brown of Waterbury as his chief of staff. Adjourn until this afternoon. The chair recognizes the senator from Chittenden Central District.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this time, I would move that pending announcements, the Senate stand in adjournment until 1:55 p.m. And if I might lead off announcements, if I might.
Yes, you may.
Thank you very much. First of all, welcome back to the chamber,
Thank you.
Mr. Lieutenant Governor. It's good to have you here. The other thing I wanted to say is that we will come back here 5 minutes before the governor's speech, just to get into order, get into place, and when the House is ready for us, we'll get the word. So 1:55 is the time. Thank you.
The senator from Chittenden Central District has moved that the pending announcement of the Senate adjourn until 1:55 p.m. this afternoon. Are there any announcements? The senator from Windsor District.
Thank you. As you all know, today is a National Day of Mourning for our former President Jimmy Carter, and the service is being streamed down in the lounge for anyone who'd like to watch it. Senator Harrison and I've it's been very moving and very interesting. So I encourage all of you to come and join us.
Are there any other announcements? Seeing none, the senator from Chittenden Central District has moved the Senate to adjourn until 1:55 p.m. this afternoon. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying nay. The ayes have it, and the Senate stands in adjournment until 1:55 p.m. this afternoon.